Hey guys, this is JB3 and we are back with another episode of Project Reject here with Sunderland in FIFA 20, and it's the big one. It's our final game of the season. It will decide if we make it to the Premier League here in our first season, rebuilding the squad. So we won't waste a lot of time. It's a game against Norwich. We all know what's on the line. A big old payday for everyone. Let's see if we can get Sunderland back in the Premier League. And so we'll get into this one. We're going to go with our same lineup that we went for the second leg against Brentford. It will be Lopez and Shigari into this one. I mean, coming off a big game where we just couldn't stop scoring. We're going to try and replicate that as best we can here against Norwich. Let's see what we can do here at Wembley Stadium. And here we are, Wembley Stadium, a trip to the Premier League, probably the most important game of the season in England. It is the biggest payday for any team that they can get. A big old trip and a big old TV contract on the line. Can we get Sunderland up here against Norwich? The team has been unbelievable. Gallo, an unbelievable season. 50 goals in just the league and even more in the FA Cup. So it's a big one. Sir is going to have to do a job. We're going to have to keep the ball out of the back of the net. We'll see what we can do. And hopefully we'll be lifting the trophy here at the end of it. But with that said, let's get into this one and get this game underway. Shigari moves it up to Lopez. He's going to dump it in. Gallo going to try and get in there. Tries to cut back across his man. Gets into the middle of the box. They fall over each other and it's in the back of the net. And just like that, Sunderland, a 1-0 lead 9 minutes into the game over Norwich. Gallo, a great drive into the box. The defenders run into each other, and he just has a free run right at net, and all he had to do was beat the keeper. What a beauty. A big old screw up by Norwich finds Sunderland with the lead, a 1-0. Bailey pushing it here for Sunderland. Goes off to Picorni. Picorni now back to Bailey. Bailey takes a hard touch but gets it back. Picorni going to try and cut inside his man. He does. Has a free run into it. Has it in the back of the net. Near post. Picorni makes it 2. In Sunderland, all of this season have played well, and they've really done a great job against Norwich in particular. And now, putting it on them, they have a 2-goal lead early here at Wembley Stadium. Lopez goes top of the box here to Picorni, drops it in for Bailey, who has it, a free run, and Picorni has it in the back of the net for number 2, and it's 3-0, and this game is all but over. 20 minutes in, and Sunderland already a 3-goal lead. Here's Picorni finds 2, and we're on top here in the playoff final. Gustafsson moves it along. Lopez pushing forward, cuts back, has Gallo. Gallo fends off a defender. Goes wide here to Picorni. Picorni now looks to feed it inside. It's Gallo right off the goalkeeper. Picorni kicks back to Pitchler. Pitchler into Bailey. If he's onside, has a chance and puts it right into the defender's feet. And that will do it. We'll go into halftime after an early lead. It's 3-0 here over Norwich. Bailey has it here. Okora makes a run there down the line. Gets the ball to him. He'll cut inside the defender. Can he center it here to Picorni? He does. The defender misses. Can he get the shot away? No, it's going to be broken up at the top of the box. Shigari gets the ball here. Looking for Lopez or Rinaldi. It's Lopez who shows the run first. Lopez has it here. Drops it into Rinaldi nicely. Rinaldi has a free run as they cover up Gallo. Tries to center it to him, and it's going to be intercepted. Shigari has the ball. Looking for it here for Gallo. Gallo on a good run. Can he get in there? Maybe look back post for Picorni, who gets a header onto it. Well, they'll block it away, and it will go out for a corner kick. Corner here. Bailey will look to get it in there. Knocked away by Pitchler. Goalkeeper falls down. Rinaldi gets on it, tries to chip him, but it'll take a deflection into a defender. Valet gets it into the middle of the field. Bailey trying to push forward. Tries to go to Gallo. Gallo on it. Gets into the box. Can he beat the keeper? No! Just wide. Trying to sneak it past him. Gustafsson to Valet. Valet holds the ball up. Looking to make a play. Goes off to Rinaldi. Rinaldi gets it into Gallo. He gets around his man. Gallo holding up. Tries to center it to Rinaldi. Couldn't do it. Loses the ball in the box. Corney looking for an outlet ball, gets it to Vigari. He's going to have a drive here as Norwich are pushed up, but one too many touches, and the keeper comes out and grabs the ball. Final minutes will tick away as Norwich City unable to get any offense going, and that's it. Final whistle, Sunderland to the Premier League. It's an early 3-0 lead. Norwich were happy to hold possession and never really got anything going as they just passed it along their back line. We're happy to let them do it. And it's going to be Sunderland with the 3-0 victory. A convincing victory here. Gallo and Picorni putting in the goals. Cap off a fantastic season. And we will have our chance to face Scunthorpe United in the next season. We'll see how things go, though. It's going to be exciting. We're going to have to see how well we stand up. I mean, the team played well above their rating, you feel. I mean, most of these guys are still 70-odd rated, and I mean, just happy to get this season in and really get fire in that match. You know, the manager rating helped. I think the player morale helped really improve these teams. Gallo only had a 72 finishing, and it will be, I don't even know who the captain is. I think it's Vigara maybe lifting the trophy here, and we've got a victory. Sunderland will lift the trophy here at Wembley and party on into the night as they get ready for another season. We'll have to see who we can bring in and maybe improve this squad, give it a little bit more depth as we add from players and just Scunthorpe past. As we celebrate here, Sunderland on top and into the Premier League. So Gallo will be named player of the competition, and he finishes the season with 50 goals in the league, 5 in the FA Cup. So 55 goals this season, not including the playoffs where he had 2. So what did he finish? 57 goals in all competitions. An unbelievable year for him as we move on into the Premier League. So we will take a look back at the Golden Boot race, and it's Gallo actually not really running away with it. I mean, it's 9 goals over Piatek, but 50 goals on 43 matches, an unbelievable season for him. And we have Picorni not to be outdone, 22 goals on 42 matches. So a pretty good year for the two of them. We also see Picorni on 21 assists, a great year. Valle, a 17. Bailey with 15. Rinaldi with 15. I mean, obviously with the ton of goals, you're going to get a ton of assists as well. Gallo with 11 of his own. And let's see if we have anyone else in here. We don't. I don't think we had that many clean sheets. It's Serrer who finishes with 11 here in the championship. And as we look towards the Premier League, we'll take a look at how it shaked out. And Scunthorpe United fall all the way to 6th position, which is hard to believe on the year that the team that they had. They get 77 points and fall behind Manchester City, who finished with 99 points. So that should be the goal if we want to maybe try and take a look at the Premier League and see if we can maybe lift the trophy at the end of the season next year. So as we begin our life here in the Premier League, we'll go through the offseason and get ready for Game 1. We have $56 million to spend, so hopefully we can add to our team, because right now we're sitting on only 18 players, so not a super deep team. We'll see what we can do here, though. Maybe we'll sell off. We have a couple more players that will, really at the bottom of the end of the roster, maybe a couple 100,000 that we can sell, and then maybe add a little bit to it. But we're going to have to try and work with this and see if we can improve our team and just add that little bit of depth to give us a little bit more here in the Premier League. So we'll get into our first preseason game here against Gladbach, and it will be a 1-1 draw. So we are here for our next preseason game, and it's a 2-0 victory. Rinaldi and Gallo putting in the goals. So final game of the group round here in preseason against Schalke, and we go down 3-0. All right, so as we get ready for the new season, we have been able to bring in 2 players. We have Alvaro Durante, who's a big center back. So we brought him in. He can play center back and central defensive midfielder. So good time athlete, 6'6", 191 and 80 overall. And then we also were able to bring in an extra winger here in, where'd he go? Frank Henry, 75 overall, 5'7", but has 96 sprint speed. So a really good pacey player we can bring off the bench and throw onto the wing in the dying stages of the game to try and find us an extra goal. And then we do have one more player that we'll look to bring in, and it will be a central defensive midfielder. It is, I believe it's Rodriguez or Henrique or some, I don't know. We're in negotiations. We delegated his personal contract. We have agreed to terms with the team, so hopefully we can bring in one extra player here before the end of the season. So before we get started here with the season, we'll take a quick look at the lineups as they stand right now. We are at a 4-star team, so, should be able to compete at least. Watford at a 4.5, West Ham at a 5, Wolves at a 5 as well, Bournemouth at a 4.5, Arsenal at a 5. Maybe we won't compete. Brighton Hove Albion at a 4.5, Burnley at a 4, Chelsea at a 5, Crystal Palace at 4, Everton at 5, Leicester City at 5 as well, Liverpool 5, Manchester City obviously 5, Man United also 5 as well, Newcastle 5 as well, and this is going to be the one that we'll look at. It will be a 5-star team. George Wood up to a 98 overall, Conceição out on the wing now, and I mean mostly everyone's still there, so it should be fun. Hopefully we can get a good game against them here in the Premier League next season. And we will start our season next year with Everton and Man United here in August. So transfer window is still open, but we're running low on funds. We probably won't be able to bring anyone else in, but it should be a good one. We'll see how the team comes along. That will do it for us here in this one. If you did enjoy it, make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications so you can always find out when the newest ones are coming out. And until next time, have a good one.